Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial on this gorgeous card. Isn't that absolutely fabulous with all those little colors in there? It looks like a little quilted, pattern or something. I know it's not like flat like a quilt, but it still has that quilted look with those three different colors. I used crisp cantaloupe, which is the lighter color here, and then which would be my medium. This one is Calypso Coral, and then this one here is Pink Pirouette. And so I just kind of added those back there, and you can see it's kind of dimensional where it's where it looks like this. The greeting to a great friend is set deep inside that little decorated piece there. So how fabulous is that? So let's get started. It is a fairly quick and simple tutorial, and the best part is it uses up your scraps. And so I super love that because you can do this with any of those extra scraps that you're just holding on to. So here you can see I have some Pacific Point, Old Olive, and then I just have some of my basic gray. And I'm just going to show you, you don't need to cut either. You can just cut random pieces like this. They don't have to be straight. They don't have to be perfect. You do want some that are maybe a little thicker than others, just because sometimes you want to go in a little bit deeper than you do with other ones. So, for example, like this one can be a little thin one, but one of these down here can be a thicker one. So we're going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to take my 2.5 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to go all the way in. So I'm going all the way deep so that I know that it is nice and even, and then I'm just going to go side to side here and just eyeball it there and punch. So then this you can use for another project, and then now we have our little circle here. And you can use fast fuse, or if you prefer, you can also use snail adhesive with this. So I'm just going to go and add adhesive all the way around this circle. And I don't try to do a continuous line because I have found that if I try to like circle around, sometimes this will then fold in half, and you'll then kind of mess up your snail adhesive. So I kind of pick up and move as I go along. So you can see that I added that snail adhesive. You can kind of see those blues there. And then just start putting your pieces down. I like to go in the same order every time so that I don't have too many colors in one spot. So we're going to go blue, green, gray. So I'm just going to lay this piece down, and you don't want to see any light coming through from the other side. For example, if I were to put this piece here, I can see my grid paper. Here, I don't know how well you can see that. So you don't want to be able to see light back there. You want it to be next to the edge. And so you're just going to lay your next one down and press, and then we're going to take the gray and lay that down. This one's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to rip it off. It's as simple as that. No need for making sure you have nice even lines because nobody's going to see this back side. So then we're just going to start again with our blue and go there, and then some Old Olive, and then our gray. And now I could do a gray like this and then add a green, or I can go ahead and just do my gray like this. You can do that however you wish, whichever way you prefer. And see, that's how it looks on the other side. How amazing is that? And now we're just going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and this is where you get that little dimensional piece. And I'm just going to add a little dimensional at every cross section. And if you've been following me at all, then you've known that I love me some dimensionals, and I'm probably an overuser of them, but that's okay. I know where I can find more. So there I've added some. You might have to add more as you go along, but that's kind of your starting base point. So I'm going to take off all the backs there, and then now I'm just going to start. So for example, I'm going to start here. Here I have Pacific Point and Old Olive, so I'm actually just going to take a gray and lay it across there. And then now I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to go gray, green, blue. And get that right there. Now see, I kind of feel like there needs to be a dimensional here to hold these two pieces up. So I'm just going to slide a dimensional underneath there and press. And then now I need a gray again. And a green. See, and I feel like I need another dimensional right here. So green and a blue, and I know I'm going to need a dimensional here because there's a really big gap. And don't worry if you think you're using too many, because the ones that maybe are never used or never have a piece of paper on them, those will help it stick to your card. So you're all set there. Now see, I can tell that like my greens are together, my blues are together, but you know, it just kind of depends. So each one seems to come out a little different. And then once you're all done with all of those, I'm just going to rip this off because he's just hanging out there. Make him a little smaller. Once you're done, just add dimensionals to the four corners so that that area is popped up as well. And then I usually add some, like I'm going to add one like right in here. That one will help take care of that area. Maybe add one right here. And then just in case, we'll add one right to the edge there. Whoop! As it sticks to me. And so we'll just pull these off, and then you can add those to your card and stamp your greeting. I do actually lay it down before stamping my greeting so that I know where the hole is so that I can stamp the greeting perfectly inside of that. So then I would just set this down on my greeting. You can always add another greeting here, like one that coordinates. For example, the petite pears would be perfect. Or you can add ribbon like I did in that sample there. How fabulous is that? Quick, simple, and like I said, you can easily use your scraps for this card. So it's super fabulous. I'll be posting more photos and a finished sample of this on my blog at laurastamppad.com. So be sure to check that out, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Happy stamping!